Welcome back. For those of us who are suffering from hypertension, I'm sure we all learned one or two things at least. Avoid too much salt, things like butter, eat vegetable, exercise, and the list goes on. Thank you very much, Dr. Jan. Well, as we slide into the show, we remind you that you're still watching The Breakfast Show, coming to you from the Gambia Radio and television services. Well, in our next segment, we have a tete-a-tete with a rising artist. He's just new into the music industry, but I'll call him a big-time star. He's a force to be reckoned with, and he is coming big. Sam Baba has a story to share with The Breakfast Show. Let's take a look. Before we go into the interview proper, we'd like you to just give us a flavor, just a flavor of what you guys can do.
Jili mi aduna ronku mi andude ko mbadam mi ko. Min Samba Gayna ko pullo. Njami ko dande mayo. E bawde Allah. Kebmi golle hotel innetedo Bannabi hotel. Kebmi lawol njami leydi Porto. Mbadmi juubi jeena e leydi Porto. Ngartumi e leydi am Gambia. Ko neldimi ko mi yani galle mi yani kalis. Bernde am muusi. Ronkumi andude ko mbadammi ko. Allah wadi sababu. Kawrumi e gorko innetedo Sonde. Bimomi Sonde ko mi faala ko yimugol. O indi kam hono gayna ko pullo yimirta. Mbadan mi dum ko acapella. Allah wadi e bawde Allah mi imi lamdo Gambia, mi imi lamdo Africa. Jemme a jarama wolle ma fewi jemme yalla dande fiere gido gaño. Aduna andetake ko gonnomi ko hanki komi gaynako hande ko mi yimo o a jarama on jarama. Miɗo salmina rewɓe Gambia, miɗo salmina mawɓe Gambia, duwajaɓe alfalu. Mi yetti Allah, mi yetti nelaɗo ko ɓiɗɗo mon Samba Gaynako. Miɗen salmina mawɓe Bakaw. Allah wadi jila men yimi lamdo Gambia manam lamdo Africa ko woni Cheikh Professeur Alhaji Dr Yaya Jammeh golle maade fewi yalla wad barke e maada yalla danduma fere gido gaño ko woni biddo hombo biddo Asombi Bojang e biddo Junkun Jammeh. Hey Okay, what I was saying is very simple. It's like my life story.
Okay.
I was telling you in a song who I am. Then my father was a shepherd, like somebody was following the cows.
Okay.
And then my father passed away. I was a little boy. Then I suffered a lot. Then from there, I was working in a hotel called Bannabi Hotel. From there, I get a chance. I traveled to Europe. So I spent 9 years of my life in Europe. I sent like money, build house for me, and a lot of things. When I come, I didn't need anything. So I was angry again. So since I was a little child, I love music. I met somebody called Sunday. I said, Sunday, I wanted to sing. He said to me, how a shepherd, how somebody who was following a cow, how can you be a singer? And then I did the a cappella. Then we did a music to the African leader, the Gambian leader, that's His Excellency, the President of the Republic, Sheikh Professor Alhaji Dr. Yaya Jammeh. And then from there, people start knowing who is Samba, and then still we are learning. Yeah, that's what I was explaining.
Well, that's really beautiful, and like I said, he's a young artist. He just stepped into the music industry, and you know, in your a cappella, you just you know, narrated a little bit about your life story,
right.
You know, and then now, Samba, let's look at it in this way. What actually inspired you to get into music? You could have been a trader, you could have been a mechanic, you could have been a carpenter,
sure.
But you decided to go into music. Why?
First of all, I love my culture. For me, I think all Africans love music. I do love music. I was a little child. And then when I was going to school, I used to listen to, how to call it, Chaliba Kuyate. There's a fuller music from Baba Mal also.
Okay.
Then from there, I was working at the hotel. I met one couple from Holland. He told me that his son is a musician called Grts. When Lamin Manga was doing extra touch,
okay.
So I do write to him a letter. I say, I'm inviting you at the Gamba. He came. We came to the extra touch program. So since that time, I love music. I say maybe one day. And then I used to write music to him. I say, and then we translate it in English.
Okay.
Tell me about. It's good. Then from there, I traveled to Europe. When I come back, you know, even in Europe, I was learning keyboard in Geneva.
Okay.
I was learning how to dance salsa also. See? So I love music since I was a little kid.
Okay.
Right.
That's good. And now if you look at it, today the music industry is really moving on.
Right.
And then today we have seen a lot of Gambians, especially young people,
right.
who are stepping into the arena. And the beautiful part of it is now most of the young artists are now using instruments,
right.
I think, which is a big plus for Gambian artists, because I work with a whole lot of them, and I've seen now they're now using the traditional music,
right.
and using instruments as well. And then Samba, let's look at it now. What is how many tracks have you know, already released, to be very specific?
First of all, let me thank the Almighty Allah and thank my parents, thank my neighbors, and then I already have my album now, and then it's not only Samba.
Okay.
I have good musicians behind me, and I do used to search advice from many people. There's a lot of people who inspired me.
Okay.
So I don't underrate anybody. Anybody I see, I talk to him about music. Can you just give me an advice?
Okay.
And then, as I said, I have good musicians behind me,
Okay.
yeah, who are ready to push me. So now I already have my album. So
maybe you're now working towards the launching of the album.
First of all, because my album, one can say 60% I sing about our president.
Okay.
Because I want to...
Yeah, that's where I was coming to.
Right, right.
Like the music you play, what is it all about? Is it about love? Is it about struggling? And what sort of music do you?
Okay, my music, I always try to send a message.
Okay.
Because I'm an African, and then I love my continent.
Okay.
And then I love my country. My continent, my country, my city, my village is my life. Then I don't joke with it.
Beautiful.
And then I love Gambia. I love Gambians, so I like to give to the young people a good message. Okay. I always search message and advice, and then and love. Let us love each other, and then let us love our president. He's a leader among leaders. Yeah.
When I first invited you to Goody Someday, you said that 60 to 70% of your music is about promoting the development agenda of President Jammeh. Can you come
That's
to that?
right.
Yeah.
In my album, I think 7